The mid-size SUV market is big and getting bigger all the time. Just think of the Ford Edge, Toyota 4Runner, Nissan Murano, and Jeep Grand Cherokee. Well, now Honda's introducing the third generation 2019 Honda Passport. I said Passport because I meant Passport. I'm not saying Pilot, I said Passport because it's back on track. It's rugged and yet practical with 5-seat capacity and a true sport utility vehicle appeal. You might consider it the Pilot's badass little brother. So how did the Honda engineers come up with this redesigned Passport? Well, basically they took the Honda Pilot and lopped off 6.2 inches off of the back of it, shortening it up substantially. And yet they gave the new Passport some rough terrain handling characteristics. But still, the Pilot and the Passport share a lot of similar traits. Let me show you. They both share the same wheelbase and unitized body construction. The same 3.5 liter direct injected 24 valve single overhead cam V6 engine with variable valve timing electronic control. And this will generate 280 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. They both also come with the same intelligent traction management system, which will enable the vehicle to switch from a normal driving mode or go to snow, sand, and even mud. And in the rear, they even have the same towing capacity, with the all-wheel drive being able to haul up to 5,000 pounds and the two-wheel drive 3,500. Of course, you'd need a properly equipped trailering package to go with that. The vehicle comes in 4 trim levels. You have the Sport, the EXL, you have the Touring Edition, and the top-of-the-line Elite, like we have today. So with all of the similarities between the Pilot and the Passport, what are the differences? Well, the 2019 Passport has a much more aggressive and bolder front end. And there's a lot more use of body cladding, especially the dark blackout, all the way around the wheel wells as well as the base of the vehicle. And the Pilot has, of course, a lot more chrome accents. So this gives it a meatier, meaner look. And speaking of lean and mean, you have 20-inch rims standard on the Passport. And you get a choice of either the black rims with the Sport and the Elite, or you could get the gray rim with the Touring as well as the EXL. And these are all-season steel-belted radial mud and snow tires, so they are good all year long. And the Passport gives you 8.4 inches of ground clearance. That's up about an inch from the Pilot, so that'll get you better approach and departure angles in case you ever take it off-road. The Passport gives you LED daytime running lights, of course, as most vehicles do these days. You also have LED headlights, fog lights, and when you step up to the Elite, you can have LED high beams as well. In the back, of course, you have these awesome dual exhausts. You have your backup camera, the usual rear spoiler, integrated third taillight, woohoo, rear wiper system. Plus, you have the keyless entry. You could open up the hatch here in the back that way, but check this out. With the Elite, boom, a quick kick, ta-da, hands-free. And you come back to this cavernous rear storage area where you have 41.2 cubic feet of cargo space with the back seats up, and with the back seats down, 77.9. And to put the back seats down, it's a 60-40 split. You push a button, and bam, that's a lot of room. But if you want more room, Honda gives it to you underneath the storage area. You have 2.5 cubic feet of cargo space in this removable bin. Again, under the auspices of going off-road, put your muddy, wet boots and whatever back there. But check this out. This is amazing. This is incredible. Underneath here, there's a little rope right here, a strap. And what you do is you hook it up here. Ta-da! In case you ever need to get to your emergency spare tire, and additional storage area back there as well. Pretty neat. In the back, even though you share the same wheelbase as the Pilot, the Passport has about another inch worth of legroom, which is really nice. You have some simple amenities. You have this little privacy shade here. You have two cup holders in the door. In that door, you also have two more cup holders here. And I'm telling you, if everyone's got 6 drinks back here, you're going to be stopping often to hit the restroom. You do have available the sliding and reclining rear seat action back here, which again can make it a little bit more comfortable for people. Plus you have your tri-zone air conditioning, as we saw up front, where you have your controls here, as well as in the Elite you have the heated seats. You also have a couple USBs and a 12-volt plug. This is not just your cigarette lighter. You can actually plug your whatever in there, and that's pretty nice. Adjustable headrests as well, and lots of creature comfort for the passengers in the back. Nice job, Passport. Moving down the highway just a little bit, I'm going to step on it. It does rear its V6 head when you stomp on it, I'll tell you that. It's nice you have that flexibility, because a lot of the manufacturers are going to the 4-cylinder turbos, but I think the 6 doesn't have to work as hard, and it delivers the punch you need. The interior is so Honda Pilot. I mean, they just yanked it out of the Pilot and slapped it into the Passport. You have your 7-inch digital screen right up here. The tachometer is at the top with a little bar reading your revs. Let's rev it a bit, I'll show you what I mean. And it goes up and down. And you also have your regular multimedia interface digital display. You can go through different readings as you're driving. You can go back home here. I can go to all-wheel drive torque, configuration, your phone, navigation, what's playing on your radio, maintenance settings, the usual stuff. The same thing you'd get in the Pilot. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. All-wheel drive torque. You also have your 8-inch touchscreen up front, which is very nice. In the Sport Edition, you only get a 5-inch screen, but here you've got this available. And if you push your finger on one of them, it starts all of your modifications. You can move this around with the push of a button. So the apps you want or use most often, you can just adjust and hide the ones you don't. But if you want to see the ones you've hidden, you just hit the little arrows on either side or swipe it. It says messages. I thought it said massages. I was hoping this had a massage feature, but that's just me. Anyway, you have your navigation. Push your navi, but boom. Oh, well, I'm done. I'm finished with that, so let me adjust that. You have the Garmin Navi, and I'm a big fan of Garmin. I really am. I mean, there's a lot of great GPS systems out there, but I personally like it. That's just my opinion. And you do have your touch controls at the top as well, which will imitate the screens that you have, or you can go to your home setting, either one. You have your tilt and telescopic steering wheel that you manually engage. But this is a rugged machine, and it gives you that dynamic feel when you have excellent visibility. You always do, but because this sits a little bit higher, you literally feel like you're just towering above the surrounding vehicles. You also have your very large dual sport mirrors, excellent visibility. Out the back, it's okay. It's not the greatest. But another nice thing, about the rear view mirrors is that they are also self-dimming, which I do believe is a definite benefit. You know what's dim is all the traffic in this lane and nothing in that lane. I know how to pick this ride, eh? Yeah. All right, maybe I'm gonna turn around. That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna turn around because I'm gonna take a chance. I live for danger. When you're in a 2019 Passport, you live for danger. Now, let's check the turning radius. Very nice, very sweet. Let's check the acceleration. I don't want to push the tach too hard, but you've got the get up and go you need. You have up front your McPherson struts. In the rear, you have your multi-link rear suspension. You also have stabilizers front and rear. You have your standard ABS braking system, electronic brake force distribution, all of that good stuff. And you also have Honda Sensing, which is, that's standard on all of the Passport trim levels. and that'll give you forward collision warning. It'll give you lane keep assist, your adaptive cruise control. It'll give you road mitigation, keeping you on the road in case it senses you're going off. Post-collision braking as well, and adaptive cruise control, of course, which is right here at your fingertips. Oh, and besides all that safe stuff, and you have your parking sensors front and rear, you have your backup camera that you have your different settings. Now you do have your auto start stop system available, and it's disableable with the push of a button if you want to, stop the engine at every stoplight or stop sign. And that's to save a little bit of fuel efficiency along the way, which is great. But speaking of fuel efficiency, I am not gonna mention the fuel efficiency, because if I do, Honda's gonna make me give a really big disclaimer, and you're not gonna have that from me. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're sitting at this light, I am going to demonstrate one of the, well, not strongest features of the 2019 Passport. You know what that is? Do you remember what that sounds like? That is a foot parking brake. Seriously? I'll do it again, just for those of you that don't remember. You use your left foot. Why couldn't they fit an electronic brake up here with everything else in their 9-speed automatic transmission, which, by the way, is the same as in the Pilot, huh? Same reconfigured. Everything's push button though. I love it. It takes up so little space and easy to use. Plus you have paddle shifters up top too, if you want to feel a little bit sporty. Now, if you do want to feel sporty, you can just go into your management, your traction control management system, and I'm looking at it now. It gives me a readout of the torque. Torque is now evenly spread, a little bit more to the front. I'm going to get over here. But if I want to adjust it, bam, I hit the button. I'm in normal. I'm in snow, and they got a little picture of a little blizzard, makes you feel cold just looking at it. I push it again, you're in mud, and it's brown and yucky. And I push it again, and you're in sand, and I feel like I'm in the desert or somewhere at the beach. I mean, it's nice they figure they can't just give you the word, they got to show you the picture too. But I'm going to go back to normal because I am a lazy driver. And you also have available heated and ventilated seats, and with the push of a button, I can push the button and go all red for the heated seats or cut that temperature down, as well as all blue, bam, if I hit the ventilated seats, which I really don't want to today. So there you go. And there's even available heated seats in the back too. That's pretty cool. Some people are not loving the moonroof, and I get it. It's not the biggest panoramic moonroof in the world, but it works. It works. Look, you just push a button and there it goes. I mean, come on. You get fresh air, you get the great outdoors, and you close it again, and that way you're gonna be a little bit warmer and toastier. Well, they've got big cup holders in the center console. You also have your obligatory 12-volt power source, your USB up here, a little storage area. This one in the Elite, you even have your car phone charger, which is very nice. Hands-free car phone charger, just plop that in there. Plus, you have this available Wi-Fi hotspot. You can get that on the Touring and the Elite. And if you want Android Auto, that's available on all the trim levels except for the Sport. Seats are extremely comfortable. I have, I believe, 10-way adjustable power seats back here. I forget, and I think 4-way on the passenger seats. But you also have lots of storage areas, little cubbies. I'm going to stick these things down here. Storage side. Oh, there's a nice lake over there. Look at that pretty lake. I wish we could have done a review intro there, huh? Well, maybe next time. But anyway, you also have your blind spot detection, which I really appreciate because I drive talking and halfway blind all the time, and that comes in definitely handy. The only thing I wish different in some respects was I wish they had a large water bottle holder down here. I really do, because I just, I like to stock my water pile everywhere, just bam, bam, bam. Now in the Sport Edition as well as the EXL, you get a stereo system with 7 speakers, 215 watts of power, plus subwoofer. When you step up to the Touring or the Elite, like we're in right now, then you're going to look at 10 speakers, 540 watts of power plus a subwoofer. And they've got that tucked away nicely in the back, so that's a good thing. And I think it sounds great. I'd definitely go for the nicer stereos, you know me. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, the Sport front-wheel drive starts out at only $31,990 plus. But you can take it all the way up to the Elite, like we're in right now, for $43,680 plus. But that already includes all-wheel drive. Now, if you wanted to add all-wheel drive to one of the other trim levels, it's only $1,900. And if you think about it, if you own the car for 5 years, 5 into $1,900 is $380 a year. Divided by 365 days a year, that's $1.04 a day for all-wheel drive in your car. That's like 25 cents a wheel. And for that kind of traction control and handling, you'd be crazy not to get it. But that's just me. I am a crazy man. The steering is very nice, very light. It's probably a little bit lighter than you'd think of in a sport utility vehicle like this. Oh, El Policia. But I just enjoy the versatility. Who needs 7-seat capacity? You know, who are you gonna carry? Really? Seriously? You might carry 2, maybe 3 people. Duh, it's good. But you also want to carry the cargo, and you've got plenty of room for that. You want to carry your sporting gear, and you've got standard, roof rails for that. You can hook this thing up, and the towing capacity we talked about is great. So you do have a Honda. And when you live in a machine like most people do, you feel comfortable with the safety, the technology, the comfort, the storage areas. They always give you plenty of storage. Oh my gosh, this center bin is huge. Plus all the cubbies and the nooks and crannies around here. I mean, it is a fun machine to drive. It really is. And it's comfortable for the people in the back with all that legroom. So you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. There are a lot of sport utility vehicles on the road today, obviously, but are they really sport ready? I believe the 2019 Honda Passport is. It's ready for day-to-day driving throughout the city, and you can also take it off the beaten path should you so desire. Day or night, on-road, off-road, I think the Honda Passport is definitely the best of both worlds.